What's going on, guys? I'm Disrupt Truth, aka Connor, that ends with an ER, not with an OR. This video is a non-scripted live commentary, just telling you some things that happened in my week. I always have crazy weeks. My family's crazy, my life's crazy, a lot of drama and stories to be told. So let's get this started. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't that awesome? You know that pre-roll was awesome. Anyways, let's talk about my week and a couple things down in the title down below. My car wasn't actually stolen, but it was jacked. If you're a little bit older, you'll realize what that means. I woke up Wednesday. I was going to go to a friend's house. I was going to give him a letter for an invitation for a baby shower of sorts with my sister-in-law. And I realized when I get in my car and I put the keys in the ignition, I turn the keys, I start my car, I press the gas, I'm starting to go forward. You think you start to go forward. No, you plummet straight down to the ground. Your car slams against the concrete. You go, what the crap happened? Did my tires blow? No. I get outside, I look around, my tires are perfectly fine. I don't know what the issue is. I'm looking around, I don't see anything. I do a push-up, or slight push-up, like, you know, you drop down to the ground in case like a fire, tornado, or whatever. I drop down to the ground, and guess what I see? I see a pile of timber underneath my car. Somebody last night tried to jack my car. They tried to steal, if you don't know, they get a car jack, they put some timber underneath the wheels and underneath the car to lift it up. Then they drain the air out of your tires. They steal your tires, your lug nuts, all that stuff, and then they sell them, you know, on the black market or claim that they're theirs and use them themselves. Doesn't really matter. But anyways, I'm freaking out. I'm like, what the crap? Really? Who wants to jack my car, and why didn't they complete the job? I mean, you could have at least completed the job. I would have had to buy new tires, but I wouldn't have slammed my car straight into the concrete. So what I go from here is, you know what? I'm just going to get the timber underneath my car. I'm just going to remove it, and I'm going to keep going. Now, you might think, Connor, how didn't you know there was timber underneath your car? How didn't you know it was raised up, this and that? Well, when I get in my car, I don't normally look around to make sure nothing's wrong with it. I probably will from now on, just out of habit, to think my car's lifted up. But I get in my car and I leave. That's what I do. It's what I always do. It's what I've done for years. It's not something that... who checks underneath their car for timber before they start to leave? Who checks that their car's raised up a slight bit off the ground? No one does that. And if you do, awesome, good on you. But I don't. I was busy. I was distracted. I had to get somewhere. Anyways, I removed the timber from my car, I do all that good stuff, and I start to drive off. And I see, oh great, there's a trash man right there, there's a big trash, I don't know if y'all have this in the UK or wherever you are, but there's a big old trash truck, and they get the trash, they remove it, they crunch it up, and they take it to the dump. I ask guys, hey man, there's some timber right there, you know, it's laying there, can you get this right here, what are you picking up today, with this and that? And he goes, we're going to say for namesake, hey Bob, what are we picking up today? And he goes, oh, this and that, timber, brush, this and that. I'm thinking, this qualifies as timber, right? It's wooden planks from Lowe's. They're like, no, I don't think so. I'm thinking, really? Okay, whatever. I'll put it down for trash on Thursday, since today is Wednesday. Not a big deal. Now let's fast forward about 3 hours when I have to go to work. I go to work. I have some friends that work with me. We hang out after work, do all this good stuff. I start telling the story of my car jacked, it was lifted, maybe they didn't complete the job, stealing my tires, this and that. And I could immediately tell there was some regret, some slight guilt on this guy's face that I talked to. For namesake, let's call him Bob again, Bob number 2. And you could tell there's something up with him. The story sounded familiar to him. So I started asking, I go, oh my god, what did you do to my car last night, you douchebag? And he goes, no, it wasn't me, I swear. Nothing happened. And I go, who was involved? Who did it? This and that. He goes, it wasn't me, I swear, don't get mad at me. But I know who did. At this moment, he knows he's in trouble, and he's going to get serious payback unless he tells me who did it, and he still might even if he doesn't tell me who did it. He indeed makes the correct decision, and he tells me the guys that did it. I'm like, alright, where are these guys? Weren't they at work yet? I'm waiting for them to show up. He shows up at work. Obviously, you have to remain professional and this and that, and get him back afterwards. So what I do is I give him a slight side hug, this and that. Hey, how you doing? Remaining cordial, make there seem like there's nothing wrong, make him think that I don't know what happened, even though I do. And I go, hey, you remember what happened that cost $1,100 to fix? And he goes, what? He goes, yeah, the shocks and the hood slamming against the concrete, and he goes, he realizes that I know it's him that pulled the prank on my car. At this moment, he starts going, no, it was your fault. You didn't remove the temper first, this and that. And I was like, really? You think I'm going to look around my car every single time that I go drive? Do you do that? No, you don't. I didn't realize there's something on my car. Of course I'm going to get it in like normal. It wasn't raised up that much to the point that you couldn't tell, or that you could tell that there was something underneath your car. And the coworker beside us goes, hey, shut up, this and that, and this and that. I'm like, alright, I'll tell you afterwards. I'll talk to you afterwards. My plan to get him back is to tell him that it cost $1,100 to fix. In reality, it costs no money to fix. There's nothing wrong with my car to the point that it needs fixing, and it's not a big issue. But I'm going to make him think that there's something wrong with my car, and he needs to fix it. After work, a lot of the time, we go hang out, and this is a perfect opportunity to tell him, you know, what happened and pull the prank further on him, making him think it caused severe damage to my car. He hasn't seen where I parked yet because he parked around front, I parked around the side. So he does not see my car yet. He probably thinks I got dropped off. I don't even know. So I tell him, I go, man, what did you, really, this is not cool. This prank, what you did, it messed my car up. It messed up my shocks, my suspension, all this stuff, some tie rods. I just started naming random car parts and saying, man, you broke this car part. And he was starting to freak out at this point. He was being defensive. He was like, no, it was your fault, it was your fault, it was your fault. And I was saying, no, man. I made him very, very sure that he knew I was serious, because I'm good at pulling pranks, and I'm good about putting a poker face on. And he goes, man, did it really happen? I go, yes, it happened. You screwed up my car. He goes, oh man. I'm like, are you gonna pay half? He goes, yeah, I will, this and that. At this point, he's feeling regretful. He goes, so where's the bill, man? Since, you know, this really happened, I'm sorry, where's the bill? I go, crap, I don't have a bill because nothing's actually wrong with my car. At this point I have to think fast. What I say is, yeah man, I left it at home, this and that, I'm sorry, it was so expensive, dude. I think I told him it was probably $1,058, somewhere around that ballpark. And he was like, holy crap, alright, I'll give you $500 on my next paycheck. I'm thinking, alright, I just gotta get him the bill, but there's no bill. So what I do is, I know that my stepdad runs an auto possession company, repossession company. If you don't pay your bills on the car, he takes it back to the dealership, and it's a whole process of him getting paid for stealing your car that you stole because you weren't paying the bills and this and that. Anyways, I know that he probably has some things that he can fill out and make it seem like a fake bill for repairs from in O'Reilly's auto shop or whatever. So I call him up, I say, hey man, do you have any fake bills or any old bills, something you can make to make it seem like we need to get an estimate or some repairs done to my car? And he goes, yeah, I have some blank invoices that I can use to we can use to make a fake bill. So we go, awesome. I give it to him. I make this guy think that, holy crap, it actually did cost, you know, $1,100 to fix his car for what I did to it. This is part of my prank. This is not my only prank to this guy. I'm going to also get him back for what he did to me worse. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be disturbing. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, but you're probably going to know soon, if not ever. But it's going to happen. There's going to be something awesome that I do to get this guy with payback, and I'll make sure to do a follow-up videos. So my plan from here is next time he gets his paycheck, he really has to give me the $500. Then, you know, I'm not going to take his $500. Obviously, I'm going to tell him that I pranked him back. This was his punishment for the prank, and it's not his only prank. He's going to have another punishment. It's going to be worse. It may not happen today or tomorrow, maybe next month, but he's going to regret it, and he's going to think twice before jacking my car up again. And that's pretty much the whole story so far. That's all I can tell from now until we have some updates, and I will be sure to let you guys know in a future video. If you like this video, be sure to no-scope that dislike button and forget to subscribe, would you kindly, and we will see you all tomorrow.